Hi, it's Rebecca, and I just wanted to do a little mini haul of some things I got that have some oddness to them that are yarn and craft related. So the first thing, last week I ordered some more Himalaya Dolphin Baby chenille yarn on Etsy. They had a 20% off coupon that they sent out that you could use on any store, and then the store still got the money, but Etsy was doing it as like a, I don't know if they sent it to everyone, but I got one. So, and it was up to 100, you could use it on an order up to 125. So what I did was I ordered $125 worth of this chenille yarn, and I spent $100. This one, I got the 25 skeins with free shipping. Now the first odd thing is this is one heck of a brick of yarn. So this weighs a little over 6 pounds, and I mean, uncompressed, this looks like maybe 6 or 7 balls, but this is 25 skeins of yarn. The other weird thing is it was opened and resealed for inspection by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. I thought it was like customs that does inspections for things coming in from Turkey, but for some reason it was Fish and Wildlife. I mean, maybe they thought there was like a dead animal in here or something. I don't know, because I mean, if I looked at this and it said yarn, I would think maybe, well, like, is this a dead animal? Or maybe it's because you can't really read the label very well, and I don't know what this says, but anyway, this is very, very vacuum sealed, so I guess they re-vacuum sealed it, and I don't know how they did that, and maybe they vacuum sealed it more than it was originally vacuum sealed, but I just imagine it's like exploding on them, and it's kind of funny. So, the question is always, how do I get this open without cutting the yarn? So we're just going to kind of carefully pick a spot to try to open this. Oh gosh, I don't even know. Maybe like where they put the tape. Okay, so the yarn is inside a little plastic, so that's good. Usually it comes... Okay. Usually it's just kind of free range in there. Oh man. So obviously they vacuum seal it like this to save on space, because they send it on an airplane from Turkey, and it usually gets here real fast. Like, it gets here like the next day. So this took more like 5 days, I guess because the U.S. Fish and Wildlife thought they needed to look at it for some reason. Okay. See if we can free this from its vacuum seal. Okay. This is a workout. Oh, okay. So we're already expanding a little bit. It's like the vacuum seal might have been broken. Yeah, this is how they usually send the yarn. I'll put the store below. They put it in these vacuum seal bags, but you can see it's already expanding. The chenille yarn apparently compacts really well. So, can you imagine if you could take all the yarn in your collection and vacuum seal it like this? Like, it would look... Your collection would be like a sixth as big. But I would not recommend doing that with many yarns, because a lot of yarns aren't going to bounce back as well as chenille yarn. So yeah, I got this one from Hobium, and they did not vacuum package their yarn, so it comes already fluffier, which is nice. But yeah, it's going to fluff up a bit, and then it will be fine. Look like this one. Right now it just looks a little bit smaller because it's still a little compacted. But yeah, the magic expanding yarn, inspected by Fish and Wildlife, and I guess they determined it was not a dead animal or whatever. Next up, we got some yarn that I believe technically qualifies as antique because it is old. So I'm going to be doing a video on antique crochet patterns that are in the public domain. Basically, that's after something has been published, 7 years after the author dies, the pattern becomes public domain. So I was looking at some public domain patterns, and I came across a pattern book. It's by Corticelli, and it had like some really cool doilies. And I'm planning on recreating one of those. It's a daffodil doily, and it's amazing. And there's also another one where they use like a ombre crochet thread, and it looks amazing. I want to like show it in a video. But as I was looking through the book, they had like this thing about their mascot was a kitten. So they had the Corticelli kittens, and they're like, look for the Corticelli kitten. So I just got curious. I just went on eBay and I was like, looking at Corticelli. Now I couldn't find any of the 30 weight crochet thread like they were listed in the patterns, but there was a seller that was selling this yarn. And I did some research. I know Corticelli was out of business by 1930. I'll have to look up what the exact year was, but that means this yarn is probably at least 92 years old. So we got some Corticelli thread. Let me take one of these out of the package. Alright, so European Fashion Look Art 110, Cezanne Corticelli, the Corticelli kitten, Lily Craft Products, so 100% moisturized cotton, it's a 50-gram ball. Now I had some confusion as to the weight of this yarn, because I thought maybe it's a fashion size free crochet thread, but then this gauge kind of seems like it would be a DK weight, but I don't think it is. Let's see here. Well, that's weird. It's like double-stranded for some reason. I'm not sure if you're supposed to work it double-stranded, I guess. I mean, you can also divide it up. But yeah, it's rolled double-stranded and it has a center pole. So, interesting. So I got 13, I think. Yeah, 13 balls of white. And then I should have, I think, 13 or 14 balls of pink. Okay. Yep, 14 balls of pink. And mostly this person got it, I don't know what OLX is, but they paid $1.59 a ball for this stuff. So I got pink and white, because I thought I was probably going to follow some maybe some doily patterns out of this. You could also make like a bag out of this. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. And I'm going to see if I can find more information specifically about this yarn and put it down below. And I will link the eBay shop where I bought it. And because they still have some other colors of this available. But yeah, weird. I'm going to see what the wraps per inch is with this doubled up. I was recording, but apparently I didn't record this part accidentally. So, double-stranded, this is 13 wraps per inch, which equals about a DK weight yarn. Single-stranded says it would be a lace weight. Probably like a number 3 fashion thread weight, I would say. So yeah, I want to try this in doilies and probably in the next thing that I'm going to show you, another form of needlework, but I think I would probably have to separate this out into single strand. But yeah, it is interesting. As it's like a crochet thread Egyptian cotton, so it's not super soft. It is nice and smooth though. But yeah, that's my Corticelli kitten. And again, I'm going to link this down below. The seller on eBay still has some of these in stock. If you favorite it, they will send you an offer, or at least they did for me. So they offered me 11% off, and then I bundled the pink and the white. So they combined the shipping for those two, and then they sent it USPS priority mail. So I ordered this on Monday, I think, and I got it today, which is Wednesday. So that's pretty good. Last up. So, Kim from Affordably Crafty did a video. Right now, Hobby Lobby has almost all of their craft and pattern books on sale, and they're reduced 75% off at the moment. Now, I went to the store on yesterday, which was October 4th. As soon as I saw the video, I was like, I gotta go. And I couldn't find the crochet and knit patterns because they put them somewhere really weird, which is like, I walked all over the store. Like, Hobby Lobby is so confusing me. I hardly ever shop there. But I walked all over the place, and I could not find them. They are in where they have, like, giant rolls of fabric, like the ones that are, like, horizontally on them, like, super bulk. They're just randomly in the center of one of those aisles. So just, like, walk around the fabric aisles. That's where the knit and crochet books are, not the knit and crochet section. I don't know why. Or the yarn section. I mean, they have some embroidery, which is also not really in that section. And there's a couple quilt books. So, like, maybe, Hobby Lobby, maybe you didn't sell these books because it doesn't make any sense where you put them. Because, like, I could see putting the quilt books there and sewing patterns, but, like, knit, crochet, embroidery, plastic canvas, like, that would be in the yarn section with the yarn and embroidery floss, right? I don't know. But anyway, so I was walking all over the place. I walked up and down the yarn aisle, and I didn't, now there were only like 2 knit and crochet books in that aisle, and they were just like, learn how to knit or crochet, and I already know how to do that. But then I saw these. Now, I have seen needle tatting, and I was intrigued. I'm like, what is tatting? How does one do a tatting? It looks a lot like when you use crochet thread and you make like lacy. I tried to make a lacy snowflake. I don't know where it is. I'd have to starch it for it to look like a snowflake. Right now it's kind of like a blob, but it's really interesting. So I got the Learn Needle Tatting. I got both of the needle tatting books that were on clearance. There was another one that was about learn tatting, but it wasn't on sale. So this one is originally $24.99, and I got it for $6.24. It's by Barbara Foster. This is about the price it's gone for on Amazon, even in used. You might be able to get it cheaper at like eBay, or see if your library has it, or run out to Hobby Lobby, see if they still have it if you're interested. So basically it's got instructions on needle tatting, and then it comes with a size 7 fine, size 5, size 3, and size 8 extra fine needle, and a needle threader. So yeah, these are like really long, kind of intimidating looking needles. I think I'm going to do a video of me trying to follow like these tutorial steps and see if I can needle tat something. Just following this book. I feel like YouTube videos are probably an easier way to learn, maybe. But I usually start by buying a book, and then if I don't understand the book completely, I'll look up the thing I don't understand on YouTube and get the visual. But yeah, these needles are scary. Like, I feel like I'm going to poke myself and give myself like an accidental IV, like when they do anesthesia or something. Yeah. Let me know if you're interested in that, but I'm probably going to do a video of me trying to do this and see what I come up with. Here you can also you can tat with a shuttle, which is like this plastic thing that you wind the thread into, and then you just like tie knots with it. I was watching a video of someone doing it. I didn't watch the whole video because I don't have a shuttle, but maybe I'll need to get one and try that. But this one is Festive Snowflakes and Ornaments, and this is originally $12. It was reduced to $3. So basically you can make these little lacy things that you sew onto those ornaments that are like wrapped in silky thread. So yeah, they are super cute. Very, very vintage looking. I don't know if it's like, if I want to say Victorian. But yeah, let me just kind of show. So we got snowflakes, more snowflakes, more snowflakes, and those motifs, which are the ones that you put on the balls. But yeah, so somehow you make loops, and I think these are called picots, which you just like measure out a little bit of thread for and then tie a knot, I guess. I don't know, but let me see if I can use that thread I just bought with this. There's a guide somewhere about what size you can use. So it goes from 12. So the size guide goes from number 100 thread, which is like really skinny, to number 5. This would be like your standard size crochet thread. So maybe I can divide some of it out single strand and try to needle tat with this one, which would use, what size of needle? Before page A, where's page? Oh, so for crochet thread size 10, you would use the medium number 5, and then for says size 5 to smaller sport weight yarn, you would use large. So this is like the 2 strands together is a DK weight, so that's not going to work, but I can divide them up and try them as a 10 weight thread. And yeah, you can make these little collars. I like snowflakes and ornaments. I really need to I need to try to make one of these, but I don't know if I can do this, you guys. So I'm gonna make a video. Okay, this is kind of I guess you'd call it a content warning. I am going to talk a little bit about Hobby Lobby and their promoting Christian nationalism, what I think about Christian nationalism, and kind of thinking, just talking about religion. And if you're only here for the yarn and the crafts and you don't want to hear what I have to think, then please click off the video now. This is just a heads up. We're going to be talking about some religious things, and if you don't want to hear about it, click off now, please. I don't mind if you do, or stop the video and leave whatever comment you wanted to leave. But this is your warning that we're talking about religion. About that. Also Hobby Lobby. I hardly ever shop at Hobby Lobby. I really only go in when they have like 75% clearance stuff or even 90% clearance stuff. The reason for that, and I don't want to get like super controversial, I guess it kind of is, but this is just the way I feel. So the reason I don't like Hobby Lobby, other than that they don't really carry a lot of your regular yarns, like it's mostly their brand of yarn, and I'm just not that into it. They stopped doing coupons, so the best you can usually do is 30% off, and at Joann's I can get 40 or 50% off coupons and buy one ball of yarn and get 40 or 50% off. And the other thing is, each year they keep taking out ads promoting what's called Christian nationalism, which is where they're basically saying everybody needs to believe in Jesus and we need to do that to save the country. My problem with that is that in America we have freedom of religion, meaning that you can be whatever religion you want. We also have freedom from religion, which means that if you don't want to follow religion, that's fine. This is the way our country was founded. This is in the Constitution. So to say everybody has to believe specifically in Jesus, the way that we believe Jesus, which I think they're Catholic. They're owned by Catholics, I think. Frankly, it's un-American, and I don't like it. So I figure they're not really making much money if I'm buying things at 75% or 90% off. Like, basically, they're just making back probably what they spent on the inventory, and probably less if you're getting 90% off. So if I'm not really giving them that much money, then I'm okay with it. But other than that, and the no coupons thing, and the store is so confusing, and the Christian nationalism thing, it's just not my thing. If you don't mind it, then that's fine. Again, we have freedom of religion. You can believe what you want. I just think it's not a great thing. And we have a Christian nationalist running for governor in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, I work for the states. This guy might become technically my super boss, and he's like, oh my gosh, he is a Christian nationalist. He went and he went around the barriers on the Capitol insurrection thing. There's video of him doing it. I don't know if he was charged with it, because I don't know if he entered the building or not, but he went around the police barriers. So this guy, oh, I hope he doesn't become my super boss. But yeah, that's just me wanting my freedom of religion. And like, my dad was a pastor, and I identify as Christian, but I'm also kind of what you would call, I guess, a hopeful agnostic, because like I'm not 100% sure, but I would like to think that there is a heaven, and that there was a Jesus, and that I'm going to it, and that what I believed so much is maybe true, but I am not sure. And yeah, when I was younger, I understand the thinking, which is that if you really believe it, you think that if you have friends and family and they don't believe in Jesus and they haven't given their heart to Jesus, then you think they're going to hell. And obviously that's very upsetting, so you don't want that. You think you might take it a step farther and think the whole country is going to go to hell. So I understand when you like really believe it and you think that people who don't believe the same thing as you are going to go to hell, then you want to try to convince them to believe what you believe, and it can be upsetting if they don't believe it. And I'm going to link below a video from Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning where they talk about this. And it's kind of a heartbreaking video because they're talking about I'm getting a little emotional, sorry. They're talking about their childhood friend, like their best friend, who got sick, and they were missionaries. So obviously they thought if their friend didn't ask Jesus into his heart that he was going to go to hell. So as their friend got sicker, they would go to visit him, and they always wanted to talk to him about it, and he's like, I don't know. And his family told them it was upsetting for him when they talked to him about it, but they felt that they had to talk to him about it. And they just were saying how they regret that those last few times they saw their friend, they were bringing up this thing that they actually don't necessarily believe in anymore. They identify as hopeful agnostic as well. And you know, it's just sad. I'll link the video down below if you want to kind of get an idea of like the mindset behind thinking that why people think that people need to believe what they do, and why they would be so upset that they don't. Like, I understand it. I just think that you need to respect other people's wishes and other people's thought processes. Sorry, this took a weird twist. But that's my thoughts on Hobby Lobby. So to cap off this weird video is a little rant on Christian nationalism. And you can let me know what you think below. Just don't leave like any hate comments or I'll delete them. Like, just keep it polite, guys, you know. But yes. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. And I went back to Hobby Lobby today because I commented on Kim's video, like, I guess my store doesn't have this section because I couldn't find it, and she's like, it's in where the big rolls of fabric are. So I found the section, and I bought about maybe 15 books, and I paid like $40. So I'm gonna have a small giveaway where I found some duplicate books, some pattern books that were like on sale for $3. So I'm just gonna do a little giveaway with that. And I think I'm going to give away one of those Lion brand vintage styles for today books. And you know, maybe I'll throw 2 balls of these in there too, just for the vintage fun of it. This is some interesting stuff. Do you want a Corticelli kitty? Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I am going to put up a warning in this video that I'm going to talk about religion, and if you're just here for yarn, you don't want to hear about it, then stop watching now. So, if you're still here, that's on you. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.